Today I want to share with you 3 things that you could do immediately, today, as long as you at least carve out a little bit of time to do it, and I'm sure you can if you really want to. So you can make sure that if something were to happen to you tomorrow and you were gone forever, never to return, that you can do that in peace and at least feel a little bit better about what you're leaving behind. See, a lot of you guys, you might have health insurance or life insurance, but you definitely don't have legacy insurance. There's nothing right now that you have put in place to ensure that your story and the things you need to say to the people that you love have been said, or that are said in such a way that if you're gone, they can speak for you. Because when you're gone, quite frankly, guys, you won't be able to speak beyond that wall of everything, that wall of existence between the two realms, this world and the afterlife. There's no way for you to get back through once you're there. And so, because of that, you want to make sure you do it while you're here. And there are 3 simple things you can do to at least make you feel a little better about that, and I want to share them with you today. The first thing you can do is take a piece of paper and a pen right now, or your phone if you prefer digital notes, and you're going to write down the names of 3 people in your life that are the most important people to you. The people that if you were on the other side and gone, or if you lost them, that you would miss the most out of everybody. Now, once you have that list, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to write a letter to each of them, saying all the things that you would want to say if you couldn't say anything anymore. Say those things to them, then take those letters, put them in an envelope or a box or whatever it is and however it is you want to store them. Make sure that it's very clear who they're for, who they're intended for, and it's also very clear how and why they should be given to those people. And once you've done that, you've created something beautiful that will bring both you and that person a little bit more peace, a little bit more comfort if someday you're disconnected from each other forever, at least in a physical way. The second thing that you can do is you can think about all those major regrets you have right now in your life. Those major regrets that for some reason just keep coming up in your mind and haunting you and holding you back from moving forward. And you can take those 3 things, which you're going to write down just like you did the 3 people in the step before. You're going to write down those 1 or 2 or 3 things, and then you're going to write next to it what it is you learned from that thing that you regret. You regret it for a reason. There's something you would have preferred to have done if you had the choice. And now in hindsight, it probably seems very clear. So what did you learn from that? How can you convert something that is a negative, that is haunting you, that's making you upset and sad and holding you back, and convert it into something that you can actually do something with? And you've just taught yourself 1 to 3 powerful, valuable lessons that are yours, that you get to own because you lived it and you did it for yourself. And now next time those things come up in your head, just remember that was a lesson. And while I can't control the fact that I had to live through that I had to make that decision at that time, that at the very least, I can walk away with something, which is a powerful lesson to carry forward and to share with perhaps my children or future generations in some way. The third thing I'm going to ask you to do is to forgive the 1 to 3 people that you are holding a grudge against or that you just can't forgive. You can't forgive and forget. And I want you to forgive them anyway. And don't forgive them for them, because you don't even have to tell them. Forgive them for you, so that it's not hurting you and bringing you all that pain and suffering that you currently probably have because you think about it so much. Forgive them for whatever it is that they've done, whether it's a person or a group of people or whatever it is. Maybe it's even yourself. And I want you to consider writing a letter to that person or recording a video to that person, saying all the things you need to say to bring yourself some peace and to get that forgiveness intention out. Once you've done that, you can go ahead and delete the video or throw the letter in the shredder or in the fire if you don't want to hand it to them. Or if you want to, if it's appropriate for you, if it feels right, you can give them that video or that letter and see what it does for you. It's your choice how you do it, but at the very least forgive so you can move on. You'll never forget, perhaps, but you can move on with a little less weight on your shoulders, on your mind and your heart, and you can move on and live perhaps a better life. So those 3 things are the 3 things I'm recommending for you to do today, right now, as difficult as they may be. And you may find, depending on what it is that you're dealing with, what it is that you've gone through, and what that thing means to you, that you're writing a letter about or a video about or forgiving or getting a lesson from. Whatever it is, you might find it to be more difficult than perhaps things that to some other people might be much harder that you've done. Because sometimes forgiving is really, really, really hard. Sometimes finding a lesson in something that's really harsh or traumatic can be really, really difficult. And even sometimes telling the people you love the most just how much you care about them can be really hard as well. But you know what? In the end, it's worth it. Because you really don't know when you're going to be gone. And how about instead of leaving someday and regretting that you hadn't done those things, or that you held yourself back more than you had to be held back in your life because these things were weighing down on you? How about get rid of it now and move forward? How about enjoy the rest of your life? And how about leave this world someday proud that you moved on from those things, and knowing that you left some words behind of encouragement and love and whatever else to the people that matter most to you. All right, everyone. Hope you have a great day. Hope this helps in some way. And if you have any thoughts, please share it in the comments, or of course, reach out to me directly. Take it easy.